Please click the red subscribe button and the bell icon next to it so that you will not miss out any of my videos.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing a NYBae product. So this is the NYBae HD Spotless Liquid Concealer. So this is how the outer packaging looks, and I think it's been like 2 months since I got the product and I like it, and I have used it like 2-3 times and I back with a review. So I would say that this product is must have if you are someone from the beginner category or the budget friendly category, and if you really don't want to invest so much money on costly makeup. So that's how it goes. So I really like the product for the price point. This one is priced for $195, and this is how it comes inside the packaging. So it looks kind of similar to the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. That's what I felt when I bought it. But Maybelline Fit Me concealer does not have, like, it has a name but with a plastic film on it. This comes printed, that's the difference. But this one is cylindrical and this one is like square type, rectangular I would say. So that's what I felt when I saw the concealer. So I think there are about 8 shades in this concealer, and this is priced for $195. I got it for 20% launch offer, so I got it for $170 or something. And this one is in the shade Dark and White Chocolate Pretzel. So it is the number 3. The shade name is specified on the packaging as well as it is at the back of the concealer itself. So this is not a spot concealing concealer for me. For me it is a highlighting kind of concealer. There are 2 shades which are for correcting. I think it's an orange and a lavender shade. I'll be specifying everything on my description box, so don't forget to check that out, and a direct link to the purple.com which sells this product will also be linked down there, so don't forget to see that. So this one claims to be camouflages skin irregularities, long wear and creaseless, even skin tone, provides natural looking coverage, lightweight formula, blends like a dream. So it's long wear and creaseless. I do not accept to that point because it does crease a little bit. I have oily skin type, so if you are dry skin then you can really try it. I didn't really set this when I used it on the first time, so I just left it for I think 2 or 3 hours, and I felt that this concealer creased under my eyes. Then when I used it on the second time, I set it with a translucent powder. So even then it does not stay for a longer time and all. It just stays for 4-5 hours, and after which it fades out and does not crease too much if you really set it well. And it says even skin tone. As I said earlier, this is a highlighting kind of concealer for me, so maybe if you find your perfect shade, I think this would even your skin tone, so you can just wear it for everyday wear only with a concealer. And says provides natural looking coverage. The coverage seems to be sheer to medium. You can build up, but it will look cakey if you go like 1 or 2 layers, I would say. And it's a very lightweight formula. Yes, it is not very heavy on the skin and it blends like a dream. So I'll be putting up a demo video on how I use the product, and I always love the NYBae stick concealer. So this is called the foundation stick or concealer contour stick. This is what I got from the brand when it was launched on purple.com. So this was like my first try of the NYBae brand products, and I really love this concealer. This is a stick concealer. It's very creamy, and it gives you a very good coverage. I have done a full face of first impressions using this. I'll be linking that on my screen right now. So if you ask me, I think both of them perform really well. The textures are different. This one is liquidy and this one is like a creamy consistency, but they blend really well. So you really don't need to worry about how it's going to be blending. You can use a beauty blender for a very good coverage, like a sheer coverage, and not like looking ashy down there. If you use a brush, I would say that it will give you full coverage. Like full means medium coverage. It gives you the coverage you require, but it might look ashy under your eyes if you're using a highlighting shade. So that's what I felt when I used this concealer. And let me just give you a quick swatch of this color. This is like, I think, 2 shades lighter to my skin tone, and I like the applicator. The applicator seems to be you know, kind of thinner than the Maybelline Fit Me. So this is how the shade looks. As you can see, it's like 2 or 2.5 shades lighter than my skin tone, and this is how it blends. It gives you a good you know, medium coverage. I would say it's not like very sheer. So this is how it looks once it is blended. And let me just swatch on the other side with the stick concealer. This was like a good match for spot concealing also. Like if I am pale, now it will not suit me. I can use it like very you know, little, but it won't hide my dark circles. It would look ashy. So I would use that when I a little more pale. So I'll be using this. This is in the shade Cornet Island Caramel 4. I have complete I think a review of this on my Instagram with another shade which I use for contouring. And, it has a shelf life of 3 years, which is good. And talking about the brand, this is not a paraben free brand. I just saw the ingredients. It has parabens, it has mineral oil, it has vitamin E oil, almond oil, perfume and everything into it. And talking about the brand, I really like the matte lipsticks from this, semi matte or creamy matte lipsticks from this brand. And I think they have a you know, wide range of colors also. And after the lipstick, I really loved the stick concealer because this was like my first pick. And I recently got the primer also, which I'll be posting a review very soon. And I wouldn't say this is like a great concealer. I would say that this is like an average kind of a concealer. You can just give it a try if you are exploring makeup and if you really want to invest on budget friendly concealers. So I hope that's all for today's review video. If you liked the video and if you found it to be helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll be meeting you very soon. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button. Bye.
So as usual, I'm going to be using a sponge on one side and a brush on the other side. I'm using the PAC 073 brush, which is a concealer brush. So I'm going to be drawing an inverted triangle, and I'm going to be lengthening the triangle really well just to highlight my under eyes really well and show you how this concealer works on highlighting area. As you can see, the applicator is really very fine and it's very easy to apply. It does not get you know, streaky. And I'm going to be highlighting my forehead and the bridge of my nose and a little on the sides of my mouth and on my chin. So I started to blend it first with the sponge so as to give you a very good idea on how a sponge and a brush differentiates in blending. Because if you use a sponge, you can see how you know, natural your makeup looks and how well the blending looks. So I'm using the 073 brush from PAC Cosmetics, and as you can see, this is a concealer brush, and this one gives you a little more coverage when compared to the sponge. So if you want your under eye areas not to look very ashy, then I would highly recommend you to go for a damp beauty blender or a damp beauty sponge so that it does not look you know, ashy or cakey there, because anyways this concealer is going to crease, so you have to be very careful when you are blending the concealer. So that's how I blended it, and as you can see, my highest highest points on the face look very highlighted and they look natural too. So that's how it blended.